You know, I'm driving from Oregon to California with an aching in my heart, like Led Zeppelin said. And I'm remembering my interactions with the beautiful deer and forgetting my interactions with the douchey people. And I'm realizing that it is very hard to stay uninspired when you're around nature a lot. You gotta try hard. I mean, I guess people do it because they're dead inside, and I don't want to be dead inside, and I'm in a lot of pain, but it's better than being dead inside. Look at the bottom of this redwood. That is one of the coolest one of those I've ever seen, right? Like, I mean, people, I can't even get it in the shot. People carve, small burls of the bottom of a tree. If you carve that, you'd have to turn it into a house. That is just one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And like I say, I wish this camera didn't suck. So I'm trying to tell myself that today is the first day of the rest of my life. And I used to make fun of that saying, and it sounds like a friggin' Hallmark card, but look at that. Cool shit happens and exists. And every time I make this drive, I tell myself that. And last time I did it and it sucked. But hey, I'm doing it again. Sometimes I get mad at myself for being a naive little kid that believes. It says in the Bible that until you receive the kingdom of heaven like a little child, you shall not enter it. Yeah, but I'm mad at my inner child for believing it was going to be okay when I was sick forever and God said, tough. That said, here I go again believing. People don't like to believe because it gets them, set up to be hurt. They don't like to be vulnerable. It sucks. Nature's amazing, right? Look at that. I mean, how upset can you be when you're staring at that? I figured out why animals don't get depressed. Animals get sad. They get sad. You know why they don't get depressed? They're in the moment. First of all, they have to be in the moment to survive. Otherwise, something eats you. Or you miss an opportunity. You miss out on the food source. But also, they're in the moment of wonder. I watched that beautiful deer go from wonder to horror repeatedly. Once she got familiar with me hanging out with her, I would hang out with her at night. I would sit there and stare at the ground. She would look over my shoulder for predators. I would look up every now and then. There would be this surreal vision of this almost pan-like animal, right? It almost looks like a goat. They've got these cloven hoofs. Their backs are bony and muscular. I could just reach out and pet her. Eventually, I had an exchange with her where I said, I want to pet you on your chest, on your heart chakra. And she said, I don't know about that. So when I was hanging out with her next time, I went to do it. She went like this, and I put out my palms like this, and I gave her love for my heart chakra, and I went, see? No threat. And I just went like that. She let me do it. I was petting her on her head. I was petting her on her chest. She literally started drooling. Her eyes rolled back in her head. She was pushing into my chest as I pet her like a dog. It's a wild animal. Probably the coolest experience of my life. It's so hard to be depressed around nature. Look at that. It's amazing. All right. Somebody rolled up. I don't want to tell 10 more deer stories. I was going to do that, but I guess we won't. Okay. Let's end with that stump. Ain't it something? All right.